Hi to all, welcome to my second video on getting full marks in mathematics class 10. In this video I am going to discuss the questions from the chapter polynomial. Before going to discuss those questions, let us look at the important points to be remembered from this chapter polynomial. First one, you will be given a graph of a polynomial, you have to find out number of zeros. Secondly, you have to find out the zeros of the polynomial and you have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. Third one, you will be given sum and product of the zeros. You have to form a quadratic polynomial. And lastly, you will be given the zeros of the polynomial and you have to form a quadratic polynomial. You can use the formula x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros for this purpose. Now, according to the sample paper published by the CBSE for the 2021 examination, for basic one mark question and one case-based study-based questions will be asked. For standard, one mark question, one case study-based question and one two marks question will be asked. Now, at first, we have to look on the sample paper published by the CBSE for 2021 examination from the chapter polynomial. Just have a look on it and all the best for your coming examination. Do practice well.
Here is your sample question paper for 2020-21 examination published by CBSE for standard mathematics. Look at the deducted portion. Statement and simple problems on division algorithm for polynomials with real coefficients. This portion is removed from the syllabus. Now look at the question pattern. For standard, one mark question, one case study based question for 4 marks and one 2 marks question is there. That is total 7 marks question is the for standard from the chapter polynomial. Let us look at the 1 mark question. If the sum of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 3x square minus kx plus 6 is 3, then find the value of k. Here alpha plus beta you know, it is minus b by a. Do substitute it and which is equal to 3, you will get the value of k. Here is your answer. Do verify yourself. Now, let us look at the case study based question. Here is your question. Applications of parabolas, highway overpasses or underpasses. A highway underpass is parabolic in shape. Here you can see a highway underpass. Here a parabola is the graph that results from p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Parabolas are symmetric about vertical line known as axis of symmetry. Here is the axis of symmetry. The two graphs are given. Here axis of symmetry is there and vertex also given. Your questions are, if the highway overpass is represented by x square minus 2x minus 8, then zeros are. Do factorize and find out the zeros of this polynomial. Here, the highway overpass is represented graphically. Zeros of the polynomial can be expressed graphically. Number of zeros of polynomial is equal to number of points where the graph of polynomial intersect x-axis or intersect y-axis or y or x-axis. None of the above. You know, it is intersect x-axis. Graph of the quadratic polynomial is called a parabola. The representation of highway underpass whose one zero is 6 and sum of the zero is 0 is, that is, sum of the zero is given as 0 and 1 0 is 6. That is, let alpha be the other zero. 6 plus alpha is equal to 0. So alpha definitely is minus 6. So product of the 0, it will be 6 into minus is minus 33. Now form the equation. Number of zeros of that polynomial f of x is equal to x minus 2 whole square plus 4 can have how many zeros? You know, for a quadratic polynomial, there are at most 2 zeros will be there. Here you see, here x minus 2 the whole square plus 4, you can write it as x square minus 2s plus 4 plus 4, that is x square minus 2s plus 8. Obviously it's a quadratic polynomial, you can think you will have 2 zeros, but here if you get to 0 it will become a quadratic equation, and you find out b square minus 4ac in this case. B square minus 4ac, you get it as b square is equal to minus 2 whole square, that is 4 minus 4 into 1 into 8, that is 32, it is negative 28. If b square minus 4ac is negative, obviously there is no zeros for this polynomial, that is the answer will be 0. Look at all the answers, but out of this you have to do only 4 questions. Now there is a 2 mark question, have a look on it. Find quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 5 minus 3 root 2 and 5 plus 3 root 2. So you find out sum of the zeros, product of the zeros, and use p of x is equal to x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. And your answer is given. Do verify yourself. That is for standard, one mark question, one case study based question, and one 2 marks question. Now look at the basic question paper, basic sample question paper published by CBSE 2020-21. Now here you will have one mark question, one study based question, that is total 5 mark questions. Look at the 1 mark question. Write a polynomial sum and a product is given. Now case study based question, one graph is given. Based on that, questions are there. Name the shape is parabola. How many zeros, how many places it intersect x-axis, how many points it intersect x-axis, you find it out. Zeros of the polynomial, if the intersecting point is the zeros of the polynomial, the x coordinate of the intersecting point are the zeros of the polynomial, then what will be the expression of the polynomial? You find out sum of the zeros, product of the zeros, and write the expression. What is the value of the polynomial if x is equal to minus 1? Substitute x is equal to minus 1 in that expression, you will get 1. Here are the answers. Do only 5 among this. Do only 4 among these 5 questions. Now let us look at the secondary school examination 2020, that is last year board examinations, mathematics basic question paper. 1 mark questions and 3 mark questions were asked in the last year from the chapter polynomial. Here you can see the questions from 6 different set of question papers from CBSE board examination last year. Let us look at the 1 mark question. Here 1 0 is given, that is 2. You have to find out the value of k from this polynomial. You substitute h is equal to 2 in this polynomial and equate to 0, you will get the value of k. Here it is negative 6 by 5. Now look at the next question. Here one graph is given. You have to find out the number of zeros. Yes, it intersects in 3 places at x-axis, so its value is 3. Here again 1 0 is the reciprocal of the other. Then find the value of k. Find the product of zeros, that is c by a. From that you will get the value of k. It is 3. Now the maximum number of zero of a cubic polynomial, of course it is 3. Here alpha and beta are the zeros. Then find out alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros. Negative b by a, it is 13 by 2. Here 1 0 of the polynomial is given. Find the value of k. Substitute and get the value of k. It is 5 by 4. Here alpha and beta are the zeros. Find out the value of alpha beta, that is product of the zeros. Negative 9 by 2. Now here again, to find out the number of zeros, here this curve intersect at only one point, so number of zero is equal to 1. Next, if 2 is the zero of the polynomial, then find the value of a. You substitute h is equal to 2 in this polynomial and equal to 0, you will get the value of a. It is 1. Now sum of the zeros is given. One polynomial is given, you have to find out the sum of the zeros, that is negative b by a. It is 10 by 3. Here zeros are given, you have to form the polynomial. Here you can use polynomial is equal to x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. This is the polynomial h square minus s minus 12. Here some polynomials are given, you have to find out quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means the highest degree is equal to 2. Here only one polynomial, that is s square minus 2s plus 1. Now let us look at 3 marks questions. Here alpha and beta are the polynomial, given polynomial are the zeros. Now you have to find out alpha square plus beta square. To find out alpha square plus beta square, you can use an identity a plus b whole a square plus b square is equal to a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Here a plus b means sum of the zeros and ab is the product of the zeros. Do find yourself, and your answer is here alpha plus beta, alpha beta from the equation, then alpha square plus beta square you can write it as alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Now look at the next question. Here again alpha and beta of the polynomial are given. You have to find out alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. While by cross multiplying, you get alpha square plus beta square divided by alpha beta. From this alpha square plus beta square, as in the previous case, you can find it out. Then do it. And here are the steps. Do verify yourself. Now we can go to the last year's standard question paper. Let us go to the 1 mark question. Here again 1 0 is given, find the value of k. Again sum and product is given, you have to form the quadratic polynomial, that is h square minus sum of the zeros into h plus product of the zeros. You can use it here. Then here you see the zeros of the polynomial are, this polynomial you can rewrite as h square minus 3h minus m square minus 3m. Now this h square and minus m square taken together, you can write it as h square minus m square minus 3s minus 3m. Now this here it is in the form of a square minus b square, that you can write it as a minus b into a plus b, or that is s plus m into s minus m. Now minus 3 you can take it as common, again you will get s plus m. Now in both terms x plus m is common, then you can write it as x plus m into x minus m minus 3. Now while you get into 0 these factors, x is equal to minus m and h is equal to m plus 3. That is the answer. Here the answer is minus m plus 3. Now the value of lambda for h square plus 4s plus lambda is a perfect square is. Now if you substitute these values for lambda, if you take lambda is equal to 4, then this equation will be h square plus 4h plus 4. that is x plus 2 the whole square. It's a perfect square. So lambda is equal to 4. Here again graph is given. You have to find out the number of zeros. Again a graph question. You have to find out number of zero. Here you can see it touches at 0 there. It touches at 1 point here also. So the number of zeros will be 3. Now form the equation, form the polynomial. 0 sum and product is given. Then 3 more questions. Here the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocal of the zeros of the polynomial of f of x, h square plus bs plus c. A not equal to 0, b not, c not equal to 0. Here from this you can find out, suppose alpha and beta are the zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha beta is equal to c by a. Now you take another polynomial whose zeros is equal to 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Now find out the sum and product. You will get the answer. Here is your answer. Here you can see 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, cross multiply, you will get alpha plus beta by alpha beta. While substituting alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by n, alpha beta is equal to c by a, you will get the answer minus b by c. And the product you will get it as a by c. Now substitute. Here you can say h square minus sum of the zeros into h plus product of the zeros is used. You will get the answer. Here sum of the zeros of the polynomial is given. Find the value of k. Here sum is given and sum of the squares, that is alpha square plus beta square is equal to 40. Use the formula a square plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Now previous year's questions. In previous years, maximum questions were asked from the deleted portion. That is the division of polynomials. So the questions which are included this year, we will show you. The answer is given in the bracket. You can do it and verify yourself. Here are the questions. Do practice all the questions very well, and next I will come with another videos from the chapter pair of linear equation in two variables. Till then, goodbye.